You're halfway through the week. You were halfway through the week. I've been ripping and running. I got meetings and shit. I've been going to meetings in the morning. I don't know about doing TV shit and everything. Got Keenan on the phones. Keenan is on the phones. It's fucking White People Wednesday on my Instagram page. I'm posting awesome shit. One more Jude. John, we got to talk to you. Oh, I know. Me and John have had a rough one before the show.
What, man?
You're already defensive. Me and John have had a rough one. We're going to get past that. We have a date. We have a weekly argument, you and I. I know, it sucks. It kills me too, buddy.
No, it doesn't.
Kills me too. So they try to do like a GoFundMe. They found your girlfriend. People started harassing your girlfriend online.
That's not nice.
I hit her up, was like, hey, I didn't tell them to do this. I asked them to leave you alone. People can call up and talk to John about it right now, 888-742-3345. They want Sam. They started a GoFundMe. They were raising $1,000 for her to come on and talk. They're going to give her $1,000 for an interview. We've never paid anyone for an interview ever on the All Out show.
Right, yeah, and there are matching funds out there.
Really? Did you talk to her about it at all?
A little bit.
What happened?
What happened? This was discussed about this. I suggested that would be a straight. We didn't talk in depth about it. I was not a big fan of this idea.
Because you're selfish.
Stop selfish.
All you do is take from this job.
It's now a battle of wills.
Between who? You and her, or what?
These people are putting these GoFundMe pages up.
I know, they're really going to keep fucking with you.
I know that. Some of them are pretty hostile. Which is somewhat...
because you're kind of selfish.
Selfish? How do you view it?
Talked about her for a fucking year straight, and then people are trying to get an interview with her, and you're blocking it. And they're willing to pay her.
I know. That is odd.
We got the guy that started the GoFundMe. Ben in Cincinnati.
What's up, Judy?
Let me just get this thing straight. This was not my idea to start a GoFundMe to talk to fucking your girlfriend. To me, it's not that deep. Why did you want to talk so bad to the girlfriend?
Because John's a piece of shit, and I knew that it's his biggest fear. I just
I'm not afraid of this
John
or anything, motherfucker.
Because he's a piece of shit. Don't you fucking talk back with me, that goddamn chin, you motherfucker. You big-headed motherfucker. I'm gonna be in Los Angeles.
What a fucking loser you are. I can smell it on you. I can smell it through the fucking phone, you jackass.
You little piece of shit.
You're a little piece of shit. You're one that's obsessed with it. How pathetic is that?
Hey, Jude, why is John's chin so big?
Why?
Because it's where he keeps all his fucking lies, you asshole.
How is that a lie? What am I lying about if you know so much about me?
John, did you tell after the GoFundMe was started?
Yeah.
Did you ask her to not come on the show?
Yes, he did. Yes, he fucking did.
Sure, of course. I threatened to quit on that day.
But this is post GoFundMe.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm running the timeline.
She was on board until John said something to her. You're a bitch, John.
You're the bitch. You are the bitch. You are contacting a complete stranger. Ben, you can't outshout me. You can't win. I know you're a fucking loser. I'm gonna bury you, motherfucker.
You're the fucking loser. You're staying on your gay homie's couch because you don't got a fucking house of your own. You don't drive to work on your own. You got shit clothes. How dare you call me a loser? You pathetic.
How pathetic does that make you? How pathetic does that make you? If I think you're a loser. By the way, I more than think it. I know it. You'll go to your grave knowing that you're a fucking loser.
John,
yeah?
How dare you talk back with me with your giant chin? How dare
Ben.
you?
Ben.
We should have burned your ass, but you sabotaged this bit.
I didn't sabotage anything.
Yeah, you did. She was on board until you talked to her.
I did not.
Oh, you're a liar because we have messages from her saying that John found out and now she's not going to do it.
John found out.
You're a lying piece of trash.
I am not a lying piece of trash.
I hope your chin gets stuck on the bus door when you're walking out of it and Cholos just stab the hell out of you one day.
Uh-huh. But, okay.
Fucking asshole. We had it in the bag. I had
and guess what? Like everything else in your life, you lost. Again and again. You're used to it. So, taste it.
I had $775 in 4 days. People were contributing like $40 to up to $150 to hear your girl. Because guess what? She's gonna spill all the beans about how fucking odd you are.
Yeah, of course I'm odd. I don't deny that.
It just seems a bit like, it does seem a bit selfish, John.
A bit selfish?
It's not selfish.
You promised
us this, John.
Way of looking at it. You promised us this, and you went back on your word. You half-a-man little fuckboy.
Clearly, I see it differently.
Hey, Jude, if A from Highland Park's calling up, you should take his call, too. He's got some nice little words for Johnny.
I don't know. Dump the weak calls and get A from Highland Park on here.
Yeah, he's got some nice words for you, John. Can't wait to hear that convo. You fucking asshole.
He's so angry. It's crazy. That actually surprises me.
Oh,
it's
God,
so frustrating. I know.
So much.
But guess what? You were such a weasel. You are actually affected by this. I can hear it in your voice. You're upset about it. And I'm glad.
We had it in the bag.
There's nothing in the bag, motherfucker.
You asshole.
Yeah, I know.
We had it.
That's because you're a complete
God,
and utter idiot.
What leverage did you have over this woman that she would turn down $1,000? Because, like, we would have had it by today if I kept that thing up.
Right. Just keep telling yourself that, dickhead.
You're a bitch, John.
No,
I hope
Ben,
you look
you're
in the
the
mirror
bitch.
when you brush your teeth in the morning.
And you know it.
Say,
you know it. In the back of your mind, you can feel it.
John.
Wait a minute.
You're going to be at the same spot in 10 years, 20 years, then you're going to be dying on that fucking couch of yours.
Love it.
All right, we got A in Highland Park.
Great.
Hey.
Great.
What's happening?
What up, man?
What are you hanging out with Ben? Talking about me?
Listen, I wanted to say this right now, clear up the air. This is what happened, right? We started a GoFundMe account to get Sam on the air, get an interview. I read the messages, and I seen the pictures. She's fuckable. I say that.
Yeah,
she's fine.
Yeah,
she's way out. He's punching out of his weight class. We'll put it that way. I don't understand why you're so afraid to have her on. She's better looking than you. She's more successful than you. She's fucking like.
I agree on all fronts.
And yet you're embarrassed to have her on. I just don't get it.
I'm not embarrassed.
I know why.
Why?
Why is that?
One theory is this. Marilyn Monroe. I think she had him cross-dressing. John, how does this lipstick? Well, let me try it on for you. He's part cross-dresser. He just doesn't want to let shit out like that. It's just little shit. Like, he's like a pagan or a eunuch. You know what I'm saying? Like a dickless slave fag. That's really what it is. But
you've got me figured out. No, I'm not a cross-dresser. No,
shut up, bitch, I'm talking. On the other side.
Right, okay. And what?
There could have been a lawsuit due to privacy issues. But I'm going to say this about your girl.
Mm-hmm.
She is a mega cunt.
What?
She is obsessed with all this Marilyn Monroe shit. She's just a funky bitch. And you know what it is, John? You got in that bitch head and said, "Nah, don't do the interview." She was game to do the interview. She was going to do it,
John? Did you tell her? Did you tell her not to do the interview?
I told her that I didn't want to do this.
Okay.
I've told you that. I've told you that.
He's a cocksucker.
And by the way, she's not. She's a fine person. She likes Marilyn Monroe. So what? People like
we got
things.
Melissa.
What
we got Melissa in Indianapolis. Go ahead, Melissa.
Hey, what's up? I'm calling in to be on Team John. I honestly don't care if I ever hear from this bitch or not.
Don't call her bitch.
I don't understand. Maybe we ought to get some of your friends on, Jude, some of your old ladies, and see what the fuck they got to say. Now, I realize most of yours is already in a book. However, I think we need to get up off John's case. Who cares?
Look, man, this was the deal. Like, I had dropped it. The listeners kept going on. They started a whole fucking GoFundMe, and then John blocked that again. So I just thought it would be apropos to fucking address it one last time. Yesterday I had hit up John's ex and said I asked them to stop contacting you. Whether you come on is up to you or not. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore. It doesn't matter. But they did raise damn near $1,000 in a day. Just to fucking
and that's just pitiful that people don't have anything else to be concerned with what the hell's going on with John and whatever that girl's name is.
It's been a year.
On you.
It's been a year.
You were the ones who started this shit. I mean, it was like days. I mean, I was out of satellite radio for a while. You came back and you were still talking about the same stuff.
Because it was never resolved. And it's like, who shot Biggie?
And I can defend that, yes.
This is never resolved. We don't know.
I don't know that it's that deep, but it was real easy. It's like, you know what? She's not going to be on. Move it on to the next thing. Get the next person on that had juice that you put on your vagina or something that made it numb. We could have gone.
We already had that. We had that on Friday.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah. We had that. No, we had that on Thursday. And then, to be fair, I had a woman on, the polyamorous woman. The wife that I slept with was on air on Friday, so it's not like I haven't brought women on that I've slept with and interviewed them. So it's not like this is not a very. I'm not being one-sided here.
I understand. John, please start taking it up for yourself more often. And don't let these
fine,
people
Melissa.
rub you the wrong way. You're the one that's working, and they're on listening to the radio.
Oh, I appreciate that support, Melissa. Solid. Just
Stay cool, John.
All right.
Brian in Miami.
Jude, what's good, man?
What up, though?
He's not in my bed.
I don't know who the fuck that other chick that just called in, but she's obviously a newbie, man. Listen, there's a movement out here wanting answers.
Yeah, and by the way, you owe me $100.
Yeah, and you the one that's not replying and trying to give me the information where I can send you the money.
Uh-huh.
The fuck you mean?
You can't figure it. Never mind.
Exactly, John. Just like everything else.
I'm trying to cut you some slack. What's your point?
You never fucking come through.
That is
simply
untrue.
You got you acting out of character, having to call your girl, telling them that he didn't start that shit.
I really did.
Because you, as a man, can't follow through with your word.
You cannot.
Come on, John.
You're a half a man.
It's what men do. We commit to something.
Yeah,
and
I committed to not do this.
And no matter where we land, good, bad, or indifferent, we come through and do what we said
just to shut you up.
You a bitch, man.
I am not a bitch.
Just like that caller said who started that
and perhaps
all
I
your
do differently.
lies
that I'm actually taking a stand and saying no. How about that?
Yo, but John, okay, here's the thing. We ain't going to talk to you. Sweetheart, if you listening, come on the show, take that GoFundMe money, spill the beans. You ain't going to hurt nobody. There's a whole movement out here wanting answers. We've been waiting for more than a year to find out what the fuck is up with this weirdo.
I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I know you don't, Julia, and I get that because you probably have a little bit more info than we do out here.
I already told you everything I know. He was sleeping in the bed. He was using her car. He would jerk off next to her and not fuck. He would talk shit about me on the after the show.
That is such bullshit.
John, you about that bullshit.
By the way, that is such bullshit that I would talk about. I mean, I'll probably sit down.
The 3,000 things in your life you taking a loss and an L on. How many times are you going to take a loss before you finally say, all right, I'm going to try to take a win here. I'm going to try to do something different. I'm going to try to go outside of my fucking square-ass box that I live in all my goddamn life and do something different.
There you go. Look, man, once again, I don't give a fuck anymore. This is between you and the fucking callers.
He does owe me $100.
Hit him back and give him your fucking PayPal so we can pay you, dude.
Brian.
You can't even get your money.
I tried to cut him some slack. I tried to let it go.
Why? It's a bet. He lost a bet. He's a man. He'll pay his fucking... men pay their bets.
Yeah. Like I covered mine.
We'll end with Carl from Texas. He's got your back. No, he does. He's
Hey, Jude, what's going on, man? I love your show, brother. I've been listening to it for a long time.
Go ahead, man. Just jump in, bro.
Yeah, I just have a question, and then from there, man, I'll give you my decision or what I think. You used to get on Sirius fat ass a lot, and now you're on John's little ass. So is John as fucked up as Siri or what?
No, I don't know. It's two different kinds of fucked up. Sierra and I used to get into it because he'd fall asleep on the air, which was really hard. Because I wouldn't know when he was asleep or not, and then that would lead to arguments. John is awake all the time on air. I don't know if he's here with us.
I'm alert.
I don't know if he's actually present in the moment, but he is awake.
I tell you, I listen to the show every day, man, and John, you a fucking walking dead, man. That's a fucking shame.
The what? I'm a walking dead? What?
John, you're the most special man in all of rap. Don't let anyone tell you any different. I've never met anyone as special as you.
Keep on being you, man.
All right. Well, thanks, Carl. I think.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
All right, we got Estevan Oriol. My guy is coming in here. Let me throw on some motherfucking. Let me hear my fucking. Don't let John fool you, man. He seems like he's a bitch, but he's passive aggressive and he's finessed his way into a job. Don't feel bad for John. Estevan Oriol's here. Is he coming in first, or is Estevan's here? My motherfucking guy, Estevan Oriol, is here. Now, if you don't know who he is, he did any iconic fucking Mexican hood shit. Any black and white Mexican hood fucking iconic picture was probably Estevan. That's what a big deal this guy is. I love him to death. He's a friend of the show. I'm happy to call him a friend of mine, and he's got a new book out, so we'll be talking about that. We also have What Would Jude Do? And we have the news with Johnny the Chin dropping knowledge on you. Micro penises, drinking cum for your health, was some other shit too. I don't remember. Forgot what I picked, but I'm sure it's fucking just rockets. I'm sure it's gripping. And look, I'm asking you guys, just stop bothering fucking John's ex. It's a wrap. It's done. I'm tired of talking about it. John, fuck you for this. Just know that. Fuck you, bro. You're a selfish man. You're a selfish man.
No, I'm not over this.
Selfish moon face. Mac tonight. That's you, bro. Come on, make it Mac tonight. All right, that's Estevan Oriol. We'll be here next.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Would Jude on demand.
Shade 45. What up, though, man? Estevan Oriol.
Yes, sir. How you doing, homie?
Fucking good to see you, Doug.
You too.
You're one of those guys I never get to see, but I love seeing you. When I see you, I just it's brightens my day, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
All right, so for anybody that doesn't know, Estevan Oriol is a street photographer. Some of the most iconic Los Angeles pictures ever taken are taken by you. The one on the cover of the LA Portraits book is the chick throwing up the LA sign, which is like,
yeah, that's hands down my most iconic photo I've ever taken.
Did you know it when you were taking it?
No, that was like I only took 2 frames of that. So out of a roll of 36, I was taking a picture, taking a roll of film, and then I just went in on that shot like midway through the roll of film. I took 2 frames and I got that. And then, when magazines would hit me up for an interview and they'd say, hey, send us 10 of your best pics, I would just send it just to see, and that ended up taking off, being like the covers of magazines.
Who was the woman?
She's right there. Is my wife.
Oh, this is your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool, man.
Yep.
You didn't even start off doing photos. You started off as security.
Yeah, the way I got into the hip-hop and entertainment industry is because I was a doorman at all the clubs, like the underground and the cool guy clubs.
Yeah.
So I was a doorman, letting people in, not letting them in, doing that whole guest list shit. And then I ended up meeting Cypress Hill like in 1989. And I had already met, like Booyah Tribe, Everlast from House of Pain, Red Hot Chili Peppers, everybody who was hot back in the late 80s.
You already knew them.
Ice-T, The Syndicate, all them. So in 89, when I met Cypress Hill, I was hanging out with them. And then in around 92, Muggs hit me up and goes, hey, homie, I want you to work with us. And I was like, oh, cool. I get to work with Cypress Hill.
Muggs is a good dude, huh?
Yeah. He's a brother. So then I was like, okay, cool. What am I going to do? He goes, you're going to work with these other white rappers. And at that time, it was Third Base and Vanilla Ice. And I was thinking like, oh, fuck, white rappers. Just in my head.
I get it. Trust me.
So then he goes, no, it's Everlast from Syndicate. I go, oh, okay, cool. Everlast, the homie, what's up? And he goes, we're doing a new group called House of Pain, and I'm producing their album, and we have a song called Jump Around coming out. And
let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When you heard Jump Around, did you understand what a monster that was going to be?
I knew it was dope and it was banging. Like, when I got the first Cypress Hill cassette demo tape, it was in 1989. I was listening to that shit back to back all the time. Like that and NWA were my 2 cassettes that I was always bumping. And when I heard House of Pain, I was like, okay, this is like for sure a Muggs song, And then when you hear, Everlast do his thing on there, you're like, oh shit, this is going to be a hit, but I don't know if it was going to be in movies with, Steve Martin and little kids jumping up and down on the bed and shit like that.
Well, it was a good crossover because it was an authentic song, but it also worked for fucking white kids. So it was able to go pop, and like people that actually liked rap was like, yeah, this is like, we can co-sign this. It was he really hit in the sweet spot. Yeah,
well, back then you didn't have the internet or anything, and the videos weren't out yet.
Yeah.
Yo, so remember everybody thought it was a black group.
I remember Cypress Hill getting blacklisted because they had white people in the fucking audience and Insane in the Membrane. They got there was backlash because there was like white people in the fucking audience. People don't remember that. nowadays because now they sell to everybody. But I remember reading that in the source, and they're over here fucking talking shit about it.
Yeah, they never, none of the magazines back in the hip hop days ever gave Cypress any love. They never got any videos. Like it was crazy that they would even go platinum because they had no love on no radio shows, no video shows. So how the fuck else you get your music out there but by touring? And we're tour monsters, you know, like we're touring at least 6 months out of the year.
What was that like life on the road?
Incredible. It was it was the fucking early 90s. We were coming out of, at that time, we were coming out of the real rocker days, you know, like Poison and all those kind of crazy, like, you know.
That was like Sunset Strip, going
Sunset
fucking
Strip,
nuts.
Groupies, like crazy shit.
Rainbow
Room, all the wildness
Coke,
of
whiskey,
that, all that.
Dick sucking.
Everything, the parties up in Hollywood Hills, and you know, just the craziest shit that was gonna happen was happening at that time.
What was that like? You guys are LA street dudes, and you're rubbing elbows with like the fucking hair metal guys. What was that like?
It was cool, you know, because if you're a fan of music, then you're a fan of all kinds of music. You know, you like pretty much everything. So you know, when we'd see those dudes, you know, you see like a Guns N' Roses or, you know, like a Red Hot Chili Peppers, which you would know because, you know, you would see them at the local clubs like Coconut Teaser and that playing, you know, in front of 100 people. So when you'd see these dudes blowing up, you're like, oh, okay, cool, you know, they're making it, you know.
It was a real movement for Los Angeles at that time.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yep, that was like our time to shine was those years because everything else was New York. You know, it was like, if you weren't out of New York, you weren't going to sell.
You. Yeah, I know.
NWA, Cypress Hill, and
that was it.
Kid Frost and Mellow Man Ace had one song.
Funk Dubious had like a one baby song.
Yeah, the hits that were on the radio. But if you didn't have a hit on the radio and you weren't really, really into the scene, you weren't hearing all their other shit. You know.
All right, so you're doing security for Cypress Hill. You are rubbing elbows and dealing with the music scene. You're a street dude.
Yeah.
Where in LA you from?
I grew up in Santa Monica, so around the whole West Side I grew up. You know. Okay,
so West Side LA. Yeah. And the sweet part that you have, like speaking of sweet spots, you are a fucking highly talented photographer.
You
And you had access that no other photographers had access to. I'm looking at your book and like these are some real motherfuckers that you're taking pictures with. How did that happen, and how were you able to? What was it like? Hey man, let me just take a picture with me with this pit bull and this pistol. Like how did that? Like how did you breach? How did you have that conversation?
Well, at that time like I said in '92, Muggs introduced me to House of Pain. I was their tour manager for 3 years, '92, '93, '94. We went all around the world. And at that same time, I was building a lowrider. I had bought a car in 1989.
What kind of car?
A 64 Impala.
Fuck yeah.
And then by like 91, 92, it was like I was starting to build it as a lowrider. And I finished it around 94, and I became in a car club in East LA. And at that time, like the gangsters and the lowrider movement were pretty much one scene. When they would have car shows, it was all like families, the guys who built the lowriders, gangsters, and fine girls. So it was all like pretty much one mixture of people, and I was just taking flicks of everybody. You know, I was comfortable taking flicks in the parts of my life that I was living, like touring with House of Pain in Cypress Hill, and lowriding and hanging out with the homies and the lowriders and gangsters and the girls. So that's what my bodies of work were gangsters, lowriders, girls, and hip-hop.
Yeah, like I'm looking right now. This guy's 18th Street. He's got a fucking 18th Street on his fucking neck.
He got it on his head.
He's got it on his fucking head. This looks like a group of Crips right here.
Yeah, it sure is. The neighborhood Crips.
And you were good with everybody.
Yeah, I'm neutral, because I'm not from a hood, so I'm neutral with everybody. I had no like enemies or anything, and I carry myself. I'm respectful with everybody. I'm cool to everybody. I don't come in there trying to act all hard. You know, I'm like, hey, what's up, homies? You know, how you guys doing? And we go from there. And you just, if you set the pace and you're cool and you're friendly and, you know, you're not with the drama, then everybody's cool with you, you know?
Did you ever have any problem? Were you ever in any points where you're like, this could go wrong?
Well, shootouts?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been in a couple shootouts, and the thing that I was doing a story on these, for the Source magazine, they were doing a Bloods and Crips story, like a 10-page story. And they were like, hey, we want to set you up with this writer, and you guys go around and you do he does the research and the writing, and you do the flicks to go with it. So I was like, okay, cool, let's, you know, smash out in the streets. And he's a black dude, I'm Mexican, and we rolled.
Yeah.
And at that time, the Bloods and the Mexicans in this one neighborhood were going at it. And when we were there, their paths crossed, and it was on and cracking. And so I was like taking pictures, and they go, hey, man, did you get that? You know, you want some fucking street shit, there you go. You know, you got it right there.
Do you feel like they were showing out for you because you had the camera, or it just so happened so happened to be that way?
Yeah, it was two enemies, and they met up in the same parking lot by mistake. You know.
What were the Samoan? I'm looking at. It's a little bit all over the place because I'm looking at I'm looking at the book right now. You got two books out. The new one is called New York City NYC Street Photography, where it's a compilation. It's a bunch of different artists, and you have a few of your photos, and then yours is LA Portraits, which is all your shit.
Right.
What was it like? What was the Samoan gangs like?
The Samoan gangs are sick. You know, like those are the Piru Bloods down in Carson, and the way I got hooked up with them is from the Booyah tribe.
Yeah.
Because it's a family called the Duveau brothers.
Yeah.
And they're in the hood, and they do music too. And they do some of the coolest, like a cappella singing and bass. You know, Monster's one of the sickest bass players. Gangster Riz, a badass rapper, and then there's Cobra, Gotti, Godfather, and Murder.
Was their culture any different? Was their gang culture any different than a Mexican gang or a black gang?
Not the gang activity itself, but their type of people culture. You know, the Samoan culture is way different.
How so?
They're just, you know, they were from the island.
Are they more family oriented?
No, everybody's family, you know, but you know, just the size difference that they have.
Yeah, they're fucking giant.
Yeah, they're huge. Like I'm 6'2", about 250.
Yeah.
I didn't even come close to the smallest one of them in size, you know, like they're huge.
So
but
interesting.
They're, you know, when you're in with them, they're the coolest motherfuckers. But if you're on the outs with them, then they'll shut you down, you know. Like I've been there at a couple clubs doing the door, and they came and shut the club down like on 2 occasions.
What was that like?
It was fun for me, you know, because
you just got to watch it.
Exciting, yeah.
What did they do?
They were the homies. They had beef with another crew, and they came and just let them have it, you know, just like a barroom brawl type of thing.
Yeah, just beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah. They're crawling out, running out, and them dudes were in there high-fiving each other, having a drink, and the record was playing, but the songs were over, so it was just like... And you see the lights, the DJ lights were moving. There was no music on.
No music.
Just like, we got them, you know.
Just motherfuckers sleeping on the ground.
Sleeping and crawling out, you know, crawling past you, going down the stairs, and it was just wild as fuck. And then one other night, we were at a club, and it was called the Stardust Ballroom. I think it was called Water the Bush.
Okay.
At Stardust Ballroom, and the brothers came up, and they're like, hey, you know, we want to get in here. I was like, hey, well, you know, the owners or the promoters, you know, they're not tripping tonight. They don't want anybody, you know, coming in, you know, that's
affiliated,
bring some violence to the party. So they don't want you guys to come in. They go, oh yeah. I go, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't, like, that's what they told me. He goes, okay, cool. They locked arms with each other and stood in the front. They're like, if Booyah don't get in, nobody gets in this motherfucker. And And I was like, laughing to myself. It's like, oh shit, they just shut the door down because ain't nobody. You can get all the securities in the club.
I'm not walking past that shit.
Everybody in the line together, and they still don't got a chance.
If I walked up on that, I'd be like, I wonder what's having at Chuck E. Cheese tonight.
Yeah.
Let me go check that shit out. Maybe I can get a fist fight with
that
a
other
father.
club you said is going on tonight?
Straight up. Let me get over there. I feel like you got a hood pass anywhere. I feel like you can go to any hood in America and shoot motherfuckers. Do you feel like you have that pass?
I wouldn't say, I can go anywhere the fuck I want, but I would say that I've been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
And I've been walked in there with, the reputable homies of that neighborhood and did my thing, got my photos, but it isn't even, like you said, anywhere in the U.S. It's around the world.
You can go anywhere.
To the favelas in Brazil.
What was the grimiest spot? You said favelas in Brazil. Is that like next level hood over there?
That's like you can die over there and nobody would ever know where you died or how you died.
You just disappear.
Yeah, you just disappear up in there, and
because it's up in the hills, right?
Yeah, back then there was no cops. The cops wouldn't even go in there. So if the cops aren't going in there to look for you, then who's going to find you?
It's a wrap.
Yeah, you're done.
But you felt comfortable.
Because of the people I was with. I've been into a prison in Panama where the guard opened the door, the gate.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, I'll see you at 4. Come back at 4. It was like 10 in the morning.
Right.
I was going in there to location scout because it was we were doing we were scouting for a documentary of these guys that I knew that were making a music studio in the prison. They made it.
Yeah.
And we were going to do a documentary about a music studio in prison and try and tie into some other shit. And
you're good. You got someone that's co-signing you. You walk in there.
Prison. And
you're already golden.
Yeah, his name's Maton, which is killer. So they're like, okay, the guard opens the gate and goes, all right, you be back here at 4, and then close the gate behind me. And I was like, fuck, man, now what am I supposed to do? I go, it's a good thing I'm in here with Maton,
Yeah.
You can't show no fear or be like, oh fuck, I'm scared, send me with a guard, you just gotta, you just go, okay, see you at 4.
Yeah.
You just roll in.
And you had your camera equipment and everything?
Yeah, I had my camera bag. They could have just said, okay, cool, thank you. Thanks for bringing this in. Now get your ass out of there, at 4 o'clock, I
remember having to do some shit for Jenny Jones. They'd always send me to the fucking hood to surprise somebody.
Yeah.
And it was just like me and the cameraman surrounded by a bunch of fucking vice lords.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, it's a $60,000 camera right there.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they like me on the show, or else we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's kind of like, kind of the same type of thing. Now I have my work to show people, but at first it was just me in LA shooting all the homies around here that I knew, and once I got that body of work, then I could show people, and they're like, "Oh fuck yeah,"
Yeah, you're getting in places that motherfuckers are not getting into, as and then in the dope shit too. For anybody, you guys really need to check out this book. This is the must-have coffee table book. It's L.A. Portraits is one of them, and then the New York Street Photography, which isn't all yours, but it's still dope. You got old Big Daddy Kane in here, Rock M, all that shit. It's not just that you're getting these people; it's you got the drama in this bitch, bro.
Yeah.
You got an eye for that. How did and you're self-taught?
Yep. Yeah, I taught myself. My dad gave me the camera because he was like,
what were you shooting with?
It was the first camera he gave me was some type of a manual Minolta. But once I was able to buy my own, I bought the Canon 8-1s.
That's digital?
No.
Are you strictly film still?
I'm strictly film unless I get hired for a job, because everybody wants it. Like at the end of the photo shoot, they want the photos because they were supposed to put it out yesterday. But I'm a strictly film guy. I shoot with a Canon E1 or a Canon EOS 1V, and I try to shoot everything black and white. But I got when I first started, they wanted color too, so that's how I got.
Do you got your own darkroom? Or
no.
Did you take them out to get...
Yeah, professional place called Showman Photo Lab on Sunset.
They must love your ass.
Oh yeah, it's that's another kind of art form, being in a dark room printing photos all day. Because I've done it before, and it would take about 10 photos to get to the one I liked. So I was just like, I'm gonna let the professionals do this. This is what they're the masters of. And
do you got any favorites? Like the one I'm looking at right now is like, it looks like it's a old school Chevy with a fucking like 45 revolver or some shit like that tucked in the seat.
I was walking by to go shoot this neighborhood. They wanted me to come in and do flicks of them.
What neighborhood?
There was a Rolling 20s, Bloods.
Okay.
And they go, hey, man, we're right back here. And I went back, and there was like, a good 10, 15 of them. And I came in through the alley, and as I was walking by, I saw the Cadillac there, and I looked down into the seat. It was all locked up.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, oh, shit. And I snapped that real quick, while I was walking. They just kept walking, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I turned, and I took that picture, and I was like, hey, I took a picture of that strapped in the seat. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's cool.
I still want you to get to Detroit.
Yeah. Well, I've been out there with Eminem when I shot the I'll Shit on You video. I went out and shot a little bit out there, but I just went there to do that video, so I didn't get to really venture off.
I want to see with the dope boys with the Cardis.
Yeah.
I would love to see your take on Detroit hood shit. I think you would just crush it.
Yeah, I'm down. I love it all.
I want to look at some of the new ones from the New York. What was the difference between shooting in New York and Los Angeles? What was the culture like?
For me, the approach is always the same. Like, I always take pictures the same, whether it's a car, a person, a tree, or whatever.
What is the approach?
I just, like, I see something that looks cool to me, and I just, I rush it. Pretty much everybody I take pictures of, I always ask them first, out of respect. So, that has to go down, and then...
How many no's do you get?
I would say about 20%.
20%, like, nah, bro, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, like, I'm on parole, or, I don't want, this or that to see, or whatever. They're like, oh, what's it for? And then it's like, nothing, just for me. I know.
Two Tones got me overdosed on PCP, which I'm like, bro, can we not have that out in the fucking... Can we not have me laid out fucking catatonic on PCP out in the fucking world?
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's not one of my finest moments.
You could have just been asleep,
with my eyes open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sleep with my eyes open. What do you know? What page you're on this one?
Yeah. Why?
I see you with Lenny Kravitz, Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, those are all Ricky Powell. He's he shot all the
Beastie Boys shouts out Ricky Powell.
Yeah, Ricky shot all the celebrities of New York, like back in the day, before they were before they were celebrities, and he's got Andy Warhol, Basquiat, all that crazy shit. Like right here, there's one of my shots of the doorman from the Cotton Club. I could relate to him.
Being the doorman?
Yeah, and then the DJ on Coney Island, I could relate to him because I DJ'd for Cypress 95, 96, 97, all the shows we did around the world. And then I got my pops in there, and I got Anthony Colombo.
Let me see your old man. That's got to be cool. What's that like shooting your family? That's got to be awesome.
Oh, I have the sickest pictures of my family.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I shoot them like I'm shooting, characters out there in the streets. And I was telling somebody today, I was like, man, my grandsons are going to have the craziest pictures for their Instagram in 10 years when they do their throwbacks.
888-742-3345. David in San Jose, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, man? I used to do urban photography a couple of years ago, and some of the problems I ran into was I would try to get junk for my equipment, or people thought I was a rat. And I was wondering if you ran into the same problems when you were shooting in your neighborhoods.
Yeah, no, I never been, nobody's ever come at me like that, but they have asked me, like, if it's a person I don't know at all, they'll ask me, like, hey, are you a cop or something? I'll be, come on, homie, look at me. Do I look like a fucking cop? And, I have some tattoos done by the, Mr. Cartoon. And they're like, oh, fuck, you got some good work. I go, yeah, my homie does that, and we get into that conversation. And, you always just find something that you can talk about with them that that kind of eases it up a little bit, so you're not like, fumbling when you get in there, because you can't just go, oh no, I just wanted to come by and take some pictures of you homies. They'll be like, for what? But if you have some conversation with them, then most of the time, 99%, they'll be like, okay, yeah, let's do this.
Well, the fact that you're kind of comfortable where you're from,
yeah,
it helps. It's not like you're some outsider like, hey, I really think your lifestyle's fucking interesting.
Yeah,
It's like you grew up with this shit.
Yeah, I grew up and I talk the talk and I, dress the same as them and everything. So it's not like I was like a European guy coming over here. Or
it's not like me walking up like, hey, hey guys.
Hey guys, can I take a shot of yous?
Hey, sweet tattoo, Cholo. Let me, hey. Tell me about that teardrop, bro. Like, I'll get fucked up. Because I don't, and that's the other thing. I was saying, like, dude, like, I'm from Michigan. I don't understand I don't understand Mexican gang culture at all, because it's foreign to me. Like, we're just, like, there's certain cities where they're just starting to fucking come over and take over the dope game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and that's 20 years after I've been gone. So I remember coming out here, it was a fucking culture shock. Like, where they'd be like, I'd be like, what's up, man? They'd be like, what's up, man? Like, I don't know, like, are we friendly right now, or are we gonna fist fight? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, just with that one question.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm just trying to get something from 7-Eleven right now, bro. Yeah. Like, but it was so foreign to me. I didn't speak that language.
Yeah.
You came from that. You understand that language.
Yeah. Well, the good thing for you is you didn't understand it, because then your reaction to it is like oblivious to what, you were kind of naive to what they were saying.
I kind of understood what he was going for, but I just was like, let's not go down that road. I just want to get a 5-hour energy drink and go have this meeting. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to have a fist fight with you.
Yeah. Because otherwise, it could get real ugly real quick,
Very fast.
Like, your second, at that point, they made the decision to where in seconds I could do something to this fool. I'm either going to bomb on him, stab him, or say something to him that
escalates it.
Yeah. They've already made that decision up.
Lucky for me, I'm a charming motherfucker, Estevan.
Right. You got, red hair, blue eyes, and you're not, you have an accent, not from here. So they're like, oh, okay, he's not from here. Because they only want people that could be potentially an enemy. That's what they're going after. You don't look like you're from the hood, but you look like you have some street shit to you. So they want to see if you're an enemy. If you're not, then it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Just so anyone's listening, I'm not an enemy. I'm I'm a fucking square. I might actually buy some shit off of you. I'm a customer. Worst case scenario.
A lot of people get passes for that, because they're in there getting their thing.
Why fuck up your money, dude?
Yeah, they're not trying to lose no money.
You got a picture with Big Pun.
Big Pun and his son.
What was that like, meeting Big Pun?
That was crazy, because at that time he was huge, He was like a massive rap star, and everybody fucking loved him. And I went out there to shoot a cover of a magazine of just Latinos in the rap game. And they invited everybody that was Latino, and I'd say about 3/4 of them showed up. And the other quarter that didn't show up was mad about it after, but they got like Big Pun, Fat Joe, Cypress Hill.
You said Latinos, but like, yo, bro, like, these are Puerto Rican cats. Puerto Rican and Mexicans, two different deals.
Yeah, but they had the Mexicans, the group, the Mexicans. They had Cypress Hill, they had Frost, they had Funk Dubious. They had some West Coast and some East Coast.
What was the biggest cultural difference that you found between like the West Coast and the East Coast cats?
Oh, it's all the way different.
It's night and day.
Yeah, it's night and day. It's like, we all eat rice and beans, but we have the orange rice and the frijoles, and they have the black beans and the white rice.
The fucking sazon and shit.
Yeah, it's just like our food is spicy, theirs isn't. It's just like, we're all Latinos. They all speak Spanish, but people get that mixed up. Like, everybody's Latino, so they're all, one big family.
Well, I say it's the same shit with white people. Like, they think Italian white is the same as Irish white, and it's like, nah, bro, we different, man. Like, we bending pasta over here and yelling at cussing at each other out at Christmas. We're a little bit fucking different.
Yep.
Estevan Oriol, he's got 2 books out. Y'all really need to check them out. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. Let's go to Patrick in Dallas. Go ahead, Patrick.
Hi. I have been doing photography for about a decade now. I do mostly film, but it's more abstract stuff, and, you know, I can't really seem to get beyond, say, the 30 people that half care about my page. Like, how do I get up to that level of, how do I market myself to get to that level of getting people wanting to come to me to do business for them? The page is also called The Visual Terrorism, by the way, if you wanted to take a look at it.
Nice fucking plug. This is, I feel like
you just did it right there.
There you go. I'm gonna hang up on you, fucking asshole. That wasn't even a fucking question. How do I get bigger by plugging myself on this? Fuck you. And how do I get bigger? Let's talk. I want to talk a bit about the lowrider culture, which I find fascinating here. I was telling a story the other day, like, you know, I went to a soul concert when I first moved out here. In like Detroit, you go to a soul concert. This brother's in like all purple suits with the gaitered up. And I came out here and it was like all cholos. And I was like, where the fuck am I? Like, can you explain to me the affinity that the lowrider culture has with old soul, and also why the Smiths are so big in Mexican culture as well? I got no idea about why. I just, you know, as a youth, I just knew that was a thing, you know, that we were listening to, old soul. And at that time there was a new soul, like Earth, Wind and Fire and Marvin Gaye and all that stuff. I was born in 66, so I was around the 60s, 70s, and I saw all that music. You know, I heard it all come out on the radio for the first time. Were the Mexican cats the first ones to really pop that fucking lowrider shit? Was that y'all shit? And then people kind of glommed onto it?
I think so. You know, I think it was like a hood thing. And a lot of the Mexican, in East LA, it's all Mexican pretty much. So it was a mainly Mexican thing there, but in South Central, it's Mexican and black. So
it even got out to fucking Detroit. You know, motherfuckers, like, you know, throwing some back in this is 80s Dayton's and fucking hydraulics on Monte Carlos.
Yeah, it's big in the Southwest and, like, you know, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Chicago, Miami, but it's even got out to...
You were in Japan, weren't you?
Yeah, Japan's had it since the late 80s. Thailand has it, Russia, South America, like in Mexico they got it, in Sao Paulo.
Are they importing Brazil. American cars, or are they turning like their shit into lowriders?
Strictly lowriding. They're like, strictly
Chevys,
right? And they're doing it right. Like in Europe, I've been to Belgium, in Amsterdam, in France, Germany, England. They all got sick-ass lowriders over there.
And you got the Impala right now?
I got the Impala. I got the 47 Fleet Line. I have a 61 Impala, and wifey has a 76 Monte Carlo. She's getting it cut right now with the hydraulics put in it. Yep. We're doing it.
That's what, you know what I want. I just want a Grand National, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I want is a fucking Grand National.
Well, those are the shit. Those are hot right now, too.
Are they?
Yeah, you know, they cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, I was looking at like 20 grand and up.
Yep.
Like,
for sure.
For
minimum.
Something clean. Do you got a dream car, or did you get it?
I got them already.
You already got them all.
Yeah, they're in the garage.
You know who else is into lowrider? Was a fucking Chef Roy Choi. That's my guy.
Yeah, Chef Roy Choi. The one who has the best collection and the most collection to me, that was like everything was done the right way, is my boy Mr. Cartoon. He has the sickest collection. He toned it down now because we don't have our warehouse downtown where we kept all our cars, but he got them at the pad. He got the ice cream truck, the 39, the 60, the 59, the 58, the 64, the 62 wagon, like, and they're all like perfect.
What an interesting culture, man.
Yeah.
888-742-3345. We'll take a couple more calls and then let you get the fuck out of here. New York City street photography. It's the joint. Brian Nobley and Ricky Powell, they curated it, and it's got a few photos from my man Estevan Oriol. And then if you want to just get the straight up this is like the OG fucking gangster ass slice of life of Los Angeles, California, and you really want to see that shit, it's Estevan Oriol, Oriol, and it's LA Portraits, and it's fucking Just classic shit. Is there any cities that you want to hit that you haven't hit yet that are on your list?
Yeah,
any bucket list ones?
Yeah, I'm down to hit. I went to Russia just for one day, but I'd like to go there. I went to India for like a week, but I didn't really get. I didn't think I really got it the way I want to. I'd like to go to some other countries in Asia.
What was fucking Indian hoods like?
Oh my God, that's on another level right there.
I can't imagine. I mean, they're shitting in the street, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that shit is wild. They give a fuck, but they don't have a choice,
Right.
That's the living conditions, and it was real crazy.
Did it make you really? Did going to somewhere like India? Did it make you look at poverty in a different way?
Yeah, a lot of places I go to, I come home and I'm like, when I hear people complaining, I'm like, what the fuck are they complaining about?
Yeah, we got like running water.
These are like have rats and shit running across their beds, and fucking eating. They're eating out of the same trash piles as the rats and the homeless dogs, and families, kids and all that shit, going through piles of trash on the street. And I'm like, motherfuckers over here, I know living in the projects and living in these, low income housing is bad.
Yeah.
But go to India and chill out in the shanty towns over there for a little bit, and go into Thailand and live off the train tracks, where the train tracks are literally like 4 feet from your house. Go check that shit out. Go check out the favelas.
It makes you grateful.
Oh man, yeah, like this is paradise to me. Like people are like, oh, I'm in living hell right now. I'm in, this right here is hell. And when we pass, we go to heaven. I'm like, this right here, where we are right here, right now, is fucking heaven. We got everything we want here. What more could you want? You really want to see the guy playing the golden harp, walking around in the clouds and all that shit. Is like, that's your idea of a
dude. I love
paradise.
I love your take. I love that take. It's such a refreshing take to hear. That's you and your old man, huh?
That's Pops, and that's Anthony Colombo, Joe Colombo's son. He passed away recently.
That dude's he's mobbed up, huh?
Yep, he's a good dude too.
Your old man must be so proud of you, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
What'd your old man do?
He does photography.
He was a photographer as well.
Yeah, right now he's probably in the street downtown LA walking around snapping crazy
shots.
Flicks. Yeah.
All right, we got a couple. Someone's going to tell me why the fucking why Mexicans like the Smiths so much. I needed to know this answer.
Yeah, I needed to know that too.
Because I in Detroit, I went to the Smith thing. It was all like emo white dudes. I came out here, looked like a fucking La Bamba. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here?
Yeah, get him on.
Alan.
Yeah, what's up?
Tell me, break it down for me.
Yeah, so the Smiths have this famous song called There's a Light That Never Goes Out.
Yeah, there is
there's a Spanish rock band that's really big. They redid it in Spanish, and it's a really good song. I mean, obviously I'm a little biased on Mexican, but it's a really good song, and it pretty much got influenced. People heard it. Then they started listening to the Smiths. They liked the Smiths. So, I mean, to answer your question, that's pretty much why a lot of Mexicans like, or Hispanics like that the Smiths. But it'll carry on from like other bands too. I mean, there's a lot of rock influence in Spanish music that a lot of people don't know, from Led Zeppelin to Pink Floyd.
Santana's another one, huh?
Band.
I got to tell you, the West Coast Mexican cats have some of the broadest fucking. Generally speaking, some of the broadest musical taste, which I just find.
I think it's everything awesome. In my car.
Ditto, bro. Ditto.
Like people, like our car club from East LA, at the time when they were big and banging, it was like the Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, and that was the music of that car club. And I mean, that's what we bump in our lowriders. Led Zeppelin,
yep.
and Pink Floyd and shit, War, Carlos Santana,
my guys,
all that shit, and that was the norm.
I remember, I know I was talking to another cat. Like, there's do gangs have their own theme songs? Like, is there like
some of them? Yeah, like 18th Street has
18 with a bullet.
18 with a bullet. There's other groups that there's a gang in Paramount called Dog Patch. Their song is Atomic Dog. And, the older guys like the original one. The younger generation likes the remix. version of it. So yeah, every neighborhood has their own song.
That's fucking cool. I didn't know that. I was telling the other day, I was just happened to be playing that 18 with a bullet, and they're like, "Yo, dude, that's not your song." I was like, "What are you talking about? It's doo-wop. I like
music,
it."
yeah.
I was like, they're like, "Nah, they don't want to fuck with that one."
Yeah.
888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. We got RDP. Go ahead, RDP.
RDT from Dallas, Texas. Year-round Brown. Hey, man, I just want to compliment both y'all on having people pick up books and read. And to you, Estevan, man, thanks for keeping the film alive, real film alive.
Thank
as
you, brother.
It's needed. I know you got to do the digital as needed, but both you guys are inspiration, man. And, man, I just appreciate it, man. That's what I wanted to get in. Y'all two different cultures, and y'all trying to make it right,
That real film, I don't know if you feel the same way. It's the difference between vinyl and MP3s to me. Like, it's just richer. Like, it's just
way better.
Yeah.
Like, I try my hardest to make digital look like my film photos, and it just is not there yet. And other people that do digital go, "You're fucking crazy." Like, I can make a digital photo look exactly like film, but to me, I don't see it. Like, every time I take my Canon 5D Mark III,
what's a good beginner camera for somebody that's like they want to get into something like you're doing?
I'd say that one, the Canon 5D Mark III.
What is that? What was that? How much does that thing cost? Like $500?
No, about $2,500. You can go to Best Buy and finance it with your little credit card.
There you go. So
yeah, it's not like back in the day where
you ain't got no like $300 camera someone can start off with.
Well, I don't really know those ones, I don't want to. I just know the Canon 5D because that's the one I usually film videos with, or I take pictures with digitally. But then if you saw my Canon 81, you would be like, "Come on, man, get that fucking thing out of here!" It's a $50 camera online.
Yeah,
that you can buy with a 50mm lens all day long. You can buy those cameras, $50. Go buy yourself some film for $5 each, and that's how you could really start.
That's a good starter.
That's where you tone your skills, because you're paying for every single shot that you take with film. There's no delete and that kind of shit. So
that was my next question. All right, so you're taking a shot. How many shots do you take? It's film. Like, how many shots do you take to get the good shot? 2, 3, 4, 5?
Sometimes one.
That's it.
Yeah. If you know what you like and you know it looks good before you see the final product.
Yeah.
When you get the shot, you feel it.
Tarico.
Yep.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, what's going on, Jude? I'm a huge fan of the show. Listen every day. Quick question for Estevan. I was just wondering, when you take pictures of people, I'm sure a lot of times they ask you if they can get the photo of themselves or the car, whatever you take a picture of. How does that work?
That's my biggest nightmare of the whole thing. I've taken 500,000 photographs in my 25 years of shooting, and I've probably taken pictures of maybe at least 10, 20,000 people, so like
just tracking them down, getting them the fucking photo is a fucking headache.
And then every photo that you take costs you money. They're like $35 for an 8x10 from the photo lab.
Right.
So 10,000 times $35 dollars. You do the math. Who the fuck has that?
35,000. I'm like Rain Man.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck with me.
Right.
So, but if it's digital, then you just take a JPEG and email it to them. It says like small, medium, large, or actual photo size. I usually do large and just shoot it over, but it is hard as fuck keeping track of everybody. And
do you got any shows coming up?
I have a exhibit that's for probably about a year long at the Hotel Figueroa. It just opened up this week.
Can they go by?
They can go by. It's the hallway between the lobby and the pool, and it's on Figueroa and Olympic, right there next to LA Live and all that.
Yeah, I cop by there.
Yeah, that's right.
My man. Estevan.
Yes, sir.
Utmost respect for you, dude. It's so good to see you, man. It just warms my heart to see you, man. I love what you do. I love that you keep crushing this shit. Support the arts, y'all. This is a must-have coffee table book. Just must-have.
I got wifey in there too.
Let me see. L.A. Portraits. I got to meet your wife at
the Born and Raised thing, or at Gil's show.
Yep.
Over there off Melrose.
Yep.
Yep, we all
almost got in a fight with the fucking bouncer that night.
Yeah,
fucking
they're
asshole.
trying to throw us out over there.
Yeah, what a dick.
What's wrong with them? That's her on the left.
He would have beat me up too. That's the worst part about it. Damn, she's bad.
Yep.
Well done.
That's the wife. Yep.
Congratulations,
La Angel baby.
There it is. Shout out to the missus. Yep. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
You got what's Joker brand?
I got Joker brand Estevan Oriol clothing going on right now. It's on my website.
What's the site?
EstevanOriol.com. I keep it real simple.
EstevanOriol.com. My man, good to see you, Doug.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Hey, you having problems with your life? Problems with the coworker? Problems with your brother or sister? Problems with your girl? Problems with your mommy? Are you 35 and still saying mommy? That might be a problem. Problem with your daddy? Same deal. Saying that weird shit? Call me up right now. I can fucking help you. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345 is the number that you're going to dial. Talk to the kid. I'm here to help you. Why? Because I love you. But I don't love you enough to fucking lie to you. It's that perfect amount of love where it's like, yeah, I love you, but I'll tell you when you're being an asshole. And that's a real friend. 888-742-3345. It's What Would Jude Do? And it is coming up next.
It's like a ray of light, beaming down knowledge from the heavens above.
What would you do? Need advice?
Call us up right now.
888-SHADE-45. What would you do?
On Shade 45.
888-742-3345. You got a problem? Call me up. I got your back. 888-742-3345. Let's go to Emily. Emily.
Yes.
What's your problem?
So I'm a married woman, and I have an old flame from 8 years that I've been talking to ever since, and he's trying to hook up, and I'm not sure what I need to do. I want to, but I'm almost scared to.
You are scared? All right.
Well, I don't want to get caught.
All right. So you don't. It's not about you're just afraid of getting caught.
Kind of, yeah. I'm afraid of that, and I guess the moral side of it.
It is natural for you want to stray, so that don't beat yourself up for it. Now, what do you want to do with it is the next question. It's like, yo, you want to cheat? If you do cheat, don't tell him about it. If you don't want to cheat, you need to cut ties with this fucking dude.
Right. And see, that's the thing. At first, I guess it was him approaching me, and I told him I didn't want to, and then he was very persistent about it. And when I finally was like, okay, where can we meet? How are we going to do this?
Look at you.
And he got to the point where he was like, no, you're married. We don't need to do this, and da-da-da.
The old reverse.
Off from me.
The old switcheroo. Press, change your mind, then like, I don't know. Then now suddenly it was your idea to suck his dick. He's finessing you into some sex.
Right. But he's back and forth with his off-again, on-again girlfriend, so it's very...
Yo, cut this shit off.
Right.
Cut it off. Sounds like a bad idea, and you don't sound like 100% on it.
I'm not 100%.
Then fucking cut it off.
He's recently popped back up, and it's very tempting. But I know I have something good with my husband, and I'm very
okay.
I don't know. I guess I'm wary of him finding out that it's even a possibility.
You're already like halfway cheating, carrying on with this fucking covert, secret fucking relationship with a man. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, I know. Just even entertaining the idea is, yeah.
Yeah, you're like halfway there.
Right.
Look, if there's, you can either go fuck him and blow off some steam and live with the guilt and let that eat you up every day.
No, I don't think I could handle that. But
then cut him off. Then cut him off.
I wanted to know what you would do.
I just told you.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Seattle, Frank, what's your problem?
Rick, yeah, man. So I'm just recently divorced. I was married for like 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it fell out kind of shady. You know, we were actually still living together in the same house when we were going through the separation. She was on dating sites, all that crazy stuff. But anyways, now it's 2 years after the divorce, and my daughter is like resentful and hateful to me, man. It's like unbelievable.
How old is your daughter?
She's 12.
Look, man, you just got to be there, eat shit. Don't talk shit about the mom, because it's half of her. You can address it. Say, look, there's a lot of bad stuff going on between you and your mother. When you get older, we can talk about it. Just know that I love you, and just try to be there for you. And you're probably gonna have to get abused, and that's the shitty thing about it. It sucks that your ex is so fucking petty. But
she's mad. She's mad because she's got to pay me $1,000 a month, man.
For what?
That for spousal support, because she made like so much money. And I was like pretty much a stay-home dad. So
do you feel less manly? I'm just curious. Do you feel like less? I would feel weird, man. Go get a job.
Not really. I mean, I worked, bro. I worked.
But you taking her money
in the morning? But yeah. I mean, a little. We agreed to fluctuate the schedule so everybody would be home for the kids no matter what.
Okay.
So I pretty much
so you sacrifice money to.
Yeah.
Is it the same Is the situation the same where you got to take care of the kids the same amount?
No, right now.
Then go get a fucking job and stop taking her money, and then maybe she'll stop talking shit about you.
Yeah, no, I got a job, man. I work 60 hours a week now. So, I mean, I put.
Do you need her money?
Huh?
Do you need?
No, not exactly.
Well, then stop taking her fucking money. Stop taking her money.
All right, man.
Jesus Christ. Stop taking her money.
All right.
Bye.
All right,
late. Stop taking her fucking money. Weird. Who's that guy that was dating Britney Spears? Took all his money. Took all her money. Yeah. What are you, fucking Federline? I don't understand. I don't like fucking this whole spousal support shit. It fucking is weird to me. I get it, like, if you built a family together and then, like, you sacrifice everything and you need some time to get on your feet. I kind of get that. But, like, as a man, call me sexist. As a man, I gotta eat off of my ex. You're a pimp. It's gross. Ugh. Boss up. Boss the fuck up. Or just own that you're a pimp. What's up with all you guys? Lewis.
Yes.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
What's your problem?
I have 99 of those, man. Like,
tell me one.
I can tell you. You want one of them?
Tell me the one about your grandma. What's going on with you and your grandma?
All right, my grandma. All right, so I get home like every day, and she keeps on telling me to shower, and I shower every day. So I don't really know what to tell this lady. That's my grandma. What to say back? I don't know what to say. Like,
how old are you?
If I offend her, she might die. You know what I mean? So I don't want to say anything bad.
I don't think you're gonna kill her with words. But how old are you?
I'm 28.
And you're living with your grandma?
No, she lives with me.
Okay, so you're taking care of your grandmother.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good. That's all right. Is she crazy?
Yeah, well, she's old. She's like 97.
Look, bro, yeah, you're just going to have to fucking deal with crazy. Like, there's no reasoning with your crazy fucking grandma.
Right. That's what I said. That's what I'm calling you. I need
all right,
to know
so
something.
you got to come up with some coping mechanisms. All right, just go home and shower. Do you think it'd be easier just to take a fucking shower so you don't got to deal with some fucking senile lady?
Do you know how many times I shower after she's opening the showers? I get out of the shower and open the shower.
She's crazy.
Yeah, so how many showers does it take to tell her to shut up? You know?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't even know what to tell. I don't know how to tell you how to deal with fucking crazy. She's a 97-year-old lady. Wait.
That's correct.
All you can do is wait.
Wait?
For her to die. I don't know. Like, just fucking wait, dude. Like, there's no reason with her. She's lost her fucking shit, bro.
Should I start like tell her to pay rent or something? Maybe that'll get her out of there.
Where's she gonna go? It's your grandma. You got to take care of her. I'm sorry, but she's a fucking lunatic. She's lost her shit.
She has. She has.
It's got to be. Look, it's got to be fucking frustrating for you. Know that this is not forever. Know that you're doing the right thing by taking care of your grandmother. But she's a fucking lunatic because she's 97 and lost her fucking shit.
She's making me look like her. You know what I mean? I'm losing my hair out of this shit.
I can't imagine like someone always telling me to shower even after I showered. I was gonna be like, "Do you stink?" But you're clearly taking a shower.
Yeah, I'm clearly taking a shower. Like, do I have to have her in the shower with me? Like, I don't know what to do.
Can you mush up Xanax and put it in her fucking applesauce or some shit? I don't know. I like this. This probably not a good idea. I'm just fucking. We're spitballing here.
I'm probably going to I might put Xanax in her applesauce. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you got a crazy grandma, dude. Like, your grandma's nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just one of my problems, though. You know what I mean? I have a lot.
I don't want to hear anymore. That's enough. That was it. You got one problem.
All right. Thank you, man.
Sorry about your grandma, man. She's 97 and won't be forever. You're doing the right thing by taking care of her. She is, yeah, she's just fucking nuts, dude. Brian in Phoenix.
Hey, Jude, real quick, I got a problem right now with my girlfriend, man.
Okay.
So, we've been together for 2.5 years now, and when she first moved in with me, didn't have nothing. You know, I kind of supported everything, made sure she got a job, and then now she's starting to strip again because she used to be a stripper back when she was 21. She's 28 now, but, like, I'm getting accused every night of having a different girl over when I don't have a different girl over, and I'm like, well, now you're stripping. I think you're fucking accusing me of what you're doing at the strip club.
That could be. A lot of times people project. She might be doing some grimy shit at the strip club, or the fact that she's stripping is making her feel bad, therefore she's projecting on you.
Well, I mean, like, everything's cool at home until
she accuses you of cheating.
One day, the next day it's volatile as hell. Like, I can't even control it.
And you've been with her for 2 years?
2.5 almost.
And you guys live together?
Yeah, we live together. Lived together for 2 years now.
Damn. You moved right in. You're like a lesbian couple. You don't waste no time.
Man, I knew I needed support, so I supported. I'm a man. I got a job. I own a business, and I make sure I take care of my bills and make sure I take care of my people. And that was just kind of one thing I noticed. And
look, you need to sit her ass down. I don't know how you can undo crazy.
You think it's just crazy?
There's clearly some paranoia here, right?
Well, I mean, low-key on the side note, I did cheat on her when we very first got together, but that was like 2.5 years ago.
Did she know about it?
She did know about it, and that's what she's throwing back in my fucking face. But I'm like, well, look, I changed, but, like, your job is now the fact that we're
literally a minute and a half into this conversation, and you're telling me that you cheated now.
Well, at least I'm honest about it, right?
It took you forever, dude. Look, man, sit her down and be like, look, I know I cheated before. I'm not cheating anymore. It's going to take time for you to trust me.
And on Valentine's Day, I bought her flowers, a teddy bear, chocolates, everything, right? I had dinner catered, and then the next day, right after Valentine's Day, you have someone over, you cheating piece of shit. I'm like, well, what are you talking about, man? I just fucking spent $100 and some on you. Why would I go behind your back and do that?
I don't know. No pussy. I don't know. Like, fucking, I don't know. Guess what I'm going to suggest for you? Therapy. I can't fix this one. I can't fix this one with a fucking phone call. Y'all two need to go talk it out. Man, what's up with this shit? Reggie in Detroit.
Hey, what's the word, Monte?
Chilling, bro. What's the deal?
Man, so shit, I've been with my baby mama and shit for like about 12 years and shit. So she used to stay with me when I was staying with my peoples and shit.
Okay.
So fucking, we grew up together. This bitch, I mean, I get my own place, so I'm taking care of her. She don't got a job, none of that shit. So she ended up getting a job. This bitch ended up getting her own place and shit, man. I'm feeling like shit because I don't know what the fuck she doing and shit. And I love this bitch. I used to treat her like shit in the past. Like I was on my shit, like as far as doing good and shit. And then she leave, and it's like that shit kind of fucking me up a little bit. And my peoples, my own mom and dad, they still taking care of her because her own peoples treat her like shit.
So wait,
she in my life forever, and I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, so your baby mama moved out. Your parents are paying for her to live. I'm just trying to.
I mean, yeah, they pretty much supporting her because her mom and dad on her side treat her like shit.
Okay,
so they like, well, shit. Since we got the kids and shit, I guess they.
How many kids you got with her?
too.
All right, man. All right, and you still love her. I think it's worth trying to really make this work.
Yeah.
So you need to sit her down, talk to her, see what you guys got to do to make it fucking work. See what her, listen to her, hear what her problems are, and address them. And tell your parents to stop. Tell your parents to stop paying for her shit because it's gonna put a little pressure on her to get back with you.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Like they're paying for her to not fuck with you.
Pretty much, shit, for real. Yeah.
Put the squeeze on her. Put the old squeeze.
Put the squeeze on that hoe.
It's the come with the gentleness, but turn off that motherfucking money. So she gotta fucking deal with you. You dig?
That's real shit, dude. For real. That's why I fuck with you, my baby.
Yeah, man. Just yeah. Sorry. Look, like you got a family with this woman, so try to make it work.
Yeah.
And tell your folks to stay out the fucking there. Shit. Yeah. Be like, hey, look, man, I'm trying to make this fucking shit work. You over here paying her fucking rent. Would you be willing to move in with her?
Shit, yeah. I mean, I feel like she gonna be trying to set rules and all kind of shit because she feel like she running shit now and I ain't got time for that shit.
What kind of rules?
I mean, like shit, as far as like coming in and shit, as far as, I mean, shit like that.
What do you mean coming in? Like at a decent hour?
Yeah, decent hour type of shit.
Well, look.
Kids, we got kids now and shit.
Everything's a trade-off, so perhaps you are going to have to start, like, you being out all night is something that you need to address.
For real, yeah, because I love the bitch, man. I got to fucking get my shit together.
If you love the bitch, you love the bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Real nigga shit, real nigga.
So, like, maybe, like, just come up with some compromises. Be like, I know this bothers you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to change this. Give me some leeway on that. Let's make this shit work.
Right.
Compromise, bro. You got to compromise, Rich. You can't have everything always. It's all a trade-off. That's relationships. That's what would you do? Bye-bye.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Did you miss any of the show? Go to Sirius.com/on-demand. My man Estevan Oriol was here today. And yesterday, Daz Dillinger just fucking sprinkling game. That was like fucking talking. That was like old-time war stories. Listening to like some old vet from death row just telling us everything. If you missed any of that, go to Sirius.com/on-demand. Do you like dank memes? Well, I got the dankest. One more Jude, ONEMOREJUDE. Boom. Rude_Jude on Twitter. If you need to tell me some shit, like, slide in my DMs. Slide in, babe. Slide in my DMs, babe. Yeah. All right. Got the news coming up next. Do not go anywhere.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
There's a penis book that is coming out this month, and it's called simply that, The Penis Book. So it's by this urologist, Aaron Spitz. And in it, they go through some things that are curious about the penis. The small penis syndrome, it's a real medical condition.
Yeah, it is.
It's upsetting.
You got a fucking dick like a baby thumb. That's a real deal, man. It's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer. What do you do with that?
And he explains that men who struggle with this disorder aren't just concerned that their member isn't as sizable as the next guy's. They're actually excessively worried about it. They're obsessed with it.
As they should be. There should be like a 5K run for this. There should be like a 5K run. Like, they got a 5K run for fucking everything. They don't got a 5K run for dudes with, like, fucking 2-inch dicks. I would donate to that. Buy them a strap-on or whatever the fuck they need to do.
But you don't obsess about your
Me?
penis, though.
My dick is fine. It's average. I got that schmedium dick. Schmedium. And, like, if you got a tiny dick, your pussy-eating game better be fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. You need to be able to go head-to-head with lesbians. For real, bro, because that's all you are. You're basically a lesbian with a nutsack. And like less of a chip on your shoulder about your old man. So what about it?
So
Tell
also,
me more.
Semen is rich in vitamins, according to the doctor here.
Semen is rich in vitamins?
They're saying here it contains small amounts of vitamins B12 and C, as well as minerals like zinc, magnesium, protein, some carbohydrates, and about 1/4 of a tablespoon of semen contains 160 milligrams of protein and 10 milligrams of carbs.
I just posted on the White People Wednesday about this lady that fucking eats cum every day.
Where does she get it?
Her neighbor or some shit? Like, her homie. Her homie, she just eats her, what is it? I'll read it to you. The vegan mother is drinking the semen of her best friend every morning to stay healthy, which kind of doesn't make sense as she's a vegan. And semen is clearly a product from a mammal. Fucking hypocrite. You cum drinking hypocrite. Bro.
Do people normally swallow your sperm?
I told you I have fucking awful tasting sperm, so I always apologize. It turns into something really hot to like, I'm sorry. So I just tend to fucking pull out. The last time I did the pull out thing, I had to squeeze my dick so hard that it gave me it broke blood vessels on my penis, and it looks like I got hickeys all over the top of my dick, which is a real bummer. My dick looks like a battered wife.
But they are saying that food can change the taste of semen.
Yeah, mine just is awful. I don't know what the fuck it is. I've said this time and time again. Like, I've gone down on chicks that take the fucking antidepressant shit, and their pussy tastes like sadness. Like, them Zoloft girls, their vagina tastes like straight up hopelessness and despair. That pussy tastes like despair. Tastes like a losing lotto ticket.
They're saying a diet high in meat and dairy can make the semen taste saltier.
Hey.
While fruits and vegetables can make a man's sperm sweeter and smoother.
They say that the pineapple is the one that they're always pointing to. Like, eat pineapple. I was vegetarian for 14 years when I accidentally tasted my cum. It was an accident, guys, I promise. We've told this story time and time again. Just know it was a fucking accident. And it was awful. It was tingly. I didn't like it. Didn't like it one bit. So I keep mints next to the bedstand at all times. Just in case. Mint and water. And an I'm sorry letter.
Well, he encourages you to drink plenty of water because semen is 90% water, and the more dilute, the better when it comes to
you don't want to be... you don't want one of them... The worst is when you're like pounding it out and you have one of those dehydrated nuts. It's a fucking bummer. Just like oozes out in slow motion. Plop. Yeah. Tell me more about cum, John.
Well, I can tell you about the penis, though, because he makes the distinction here between growers and showers, and it has to do with the tissue composition.
I'm a grower. Tell me about that.
All right. So the sides of the penis are made up of a combination of collagen, which makes the penis durable, and elastin, which makes it stretchy. Growers have more elastin and less collagen. Showers have less elastin and more collagen.
I have more collagen.
You're a grower, so you have more elastin, less collagen.
Yeah, I got that elastin dick, bitch. I like being a shower. I mean a grower, wherever the fuck I am. Because they're like, yeah. Then I'm like, yep, you wait a minute. Surprise. Got him.
There's a lot of that in the book, the penis book. SpaceX, they're postponing their launch that was supposed to happen today, but it's happening tomorrow. And they're going to launch the first of two nearly 12,000 satellites to blanket the Earth in high-speed internet.
That's fucking nuts.
That is.
They're really doing it, man.
Elon Musk.
We didn't cover that shit, but I watched that. I watched them launch the rocket car into space, and it was impressive, man. And you know, the illest shit was when they landed it.
Oh yeah, I know.
I've never felt dumber in my life. I'm like, these motherfuckers shot a rocket off into space, and then they fucking landed that bitch. Like, it landed. It's like, just boom. And I'm like, I can't parallel park. I'm a moron that needs the goddamn camera, the back camera to parallel park. They're fucking landing rockets. I've never felt more dumb in my life. Ever. What a fucking idiot. I really, man, I wish I would have paid attention in math class.
So the scale of this, though, it's called Starlink. And in the coming years, the company hopes to launch 4,425 interlinked broadband internet satellites in orbit, some 700 to 800 miles above Earth, plus another 7,500 into lower orbits.
They need to do that anyway because, everywhere you go, the internet shit is monopolies. Like, out here, I think it's just AT&T. Like, everywhere you go, it's like they operate under the guise that you have choice, but you don't have choice. If you want internet in LA, you go to AT&T, and they decide the price, and all the prices are fixed. It's fucking bullshit. So yeah, I'm all for fucking Elon Musk hopping in there, disrupting things. Maybe I'll get some fucking wireless. Maybe. Who knows? Nothing's going to stop me now.
And we can watch it tomorrow. It's a little after noon Pacific time. A little after 9 Eastern time.
They're going to shoot more shit up into the air?
Well, yeah, it's the rocket. And they're going to launch a satellite.
They'll tape you to that shit and just fucking send you away. That'd be awesome.
It could be.
Your chin would probably fuck up the trajectory.
There'd be some drag on it. That's for sure.
What else, man?
All right. The average American has 60 bad days a year.
I feel like I'm not average.
You could be a little above there.
I feel like I got 60 good days a year. They're all on the weekend when I don't see you.
I believe that, by the way.
Hey.
Now, researchers at Freeletics, this personal fitness nutrition app, they commissioned this poll of 2,000 people.
Alrighty.
All right, so that's a decent amount. And on average, the people, they indicated that they had 60 bad days, with 80% of these 24-hour periods being made at least. They're saying here it has to do with sleep. Sleep's a big factor here. So if you're not getting a lot of sleep.
Fuck yeah, dude. If you're not sleeping, you're cranky. That's why I do day drugs. People think like, oh, you're a maniac. You're doing ecstasy at 2 PM. It's like, nah, it's not because I'm like some degenerate here. It's because I want to be able to get to bed at a decent time and not be a total piece of shit on a Sunday. It's calculated. Day drugs. Think about it. What's in it for you?
What's a day drug again? Sorry.
Any drug's a day drug. You just have to do it during the day.
Day drinking, day drugs.
Yeah, bro. That's the best. And then you get to bed at like midnight. Get up at 8, 9. You're fucking crushing it. Bad days. No sleep.
Some other factors, though. Illness, financial worries, canceled plans, feeling unclean or disheveled. For some reason, that's a big deal.
Stuck at your gay homie's house.
Yeah, see?
Feeling unclean.
I don't know what that...
It's a fucking... You're a shower away. No excuse.
But if you're disheveled, suddenly you're obsessed with that, and it's going to ruin your day.
There you go. I think that's enough. It's enough of the news. I'm going to end the news with this. That was the news.
Somebody pop a day. Hold up. Somebody.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Get it.
That was the show. Estevan Oriol was here. Shout out to Alex, the producer. John's the other producer. Kennan's the associate producer. Chris is on the boards. My name is Jude Anthony Angelini. Tune in tomorrow when we have... I'm looking. We got the pill mix. Don't miss that. Friday's Feel Good Friday and more. And that is the show.